It's a game of attrition, $250,000 for the last drafter left standing in the big board on Underdog Fantasy. Let's go ahead and find out if we are going to be the last men standing.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated. It's Short King Summer.
Good afternoon, good morning to everyone watching. If you just came over from the Swolecast, hello. We're very close. We're 9 days away from the beginning of the NFL draft. It is Tuesday, April 15th. The big board is 89.1% full. We have 15 entries left to go. Frankly, I would like to get done with all 15 of these this week. This will be big board 135. What's up, Jared? What's up, Kevin? Pepper Tony with the Fumst. Disbanded Brotherhood, Rabona King. How are we all doing on this beautiful sunny afternoon? I think it's actually very windy outside here, but we are going to hop in. Yes, get your seed oil here. The rookie running back that I've been targeting most the past couple days is it'll be one of these very cheap guys. It's probably even post the Giddens Harvey tier. It's probably like Damian Martinez, Brashard Smith, Jaydon Blue. You know what? The answer to this question is Jaydon Blue. Jaydon Blue has been the one that I've been on the most. Just over the last couple days, it's definitely been Jaydon Blue. Bindle says elite thumbnail. I will take that. Yes, the Tuesday best ball stream, killing productivity. You got to lean into it. Yeah, Bindles, this was this part AI generated thumbnail, part artistry created by me. I was haggling with ChatGPT all morning with this thumbnail. Unclear. At school, checking in per usual. Jaydon Blue comp, I will give you Nyheim Hines, a little bit more physical with a little bit more juice. Bryson, every time you comment, I remark two things. The first, obviously, that your name is Bryson, one of my favorite golfers, Mr. Bryson DeChambeau, and also, you might know, maybe you're even related to Roman Josie, the very tall, very talented defender of the Nashville Predators. When I used to be big into hockey, he was an awesome guy to have on your fantasy hockey team. Blue visiting the Eagles does not worry me. One, not a terrible spot for Jaydon Blue to end up. There are certainly worse incubating situations than the Philadelphia Eagles. And two, I get the sense that Jaydon Blue, there is going to be one or two teams that ends up being quite high on him. You know, we're going to take Bijan here. I just end up being fairly light on Bijan Robinson. I think because I take Justin Jefferson quite a bit. Yes, it is tax day. It is April 15th. I just paid my federal income tax last week. I did all of my reporting for myself and for my wife, and it sucked. Hello, Mr. Spencer Games. How are we doing? I hope you're all having a great day. Eggers, what contest has already been solved today? I'm sure there are many. How many running backs go in the second round? I'll say 3. I'll say 3 running backs go in the second round. I do remember goofy traps from yesterday. I do indeed remember. I think you got in like 3 of the drafts that we did. Kramer 222 GM. How are you doing today, my good man? Bijan is the truth and the way. It's very true. If you are in these rooms, if you are Reed Spencer, Clinton, I know Delicious Grizzlies in here, Troy 056, Goodson 1, T Long XO12, B Fly, Go Sambo 123, Queen City, Slope, or JG88. Let's draft quickly You can draft good if you want. You don't have to. Oh, I think you already know who had Rory in the Calcutta, Mr. Eggers. I think you already know who had Rory in the Calcutta. Will I stream any Zambonis? Probably not. Not out of any malevolence for fantasy hockey. But just because I'm running out of time. After this draft, I will have 14 more big boards to do, and I have got to get them done. I've got to get them done by Friday because I'm going out of town. Got an Airbnb with my wife this weekend. So got to get these done. Did I max the little board? I did max the little board. As of right now, I have completed 189 pre-draft best balls, 4 war rooms, 135 big boards, including this one right now, and all 50 little boards. And all my little boards are concluded. They're done. So when you start Bijan, you are really hoping to get one of AJ Brown or Lad McConkey. I don't think this room is going to give that to me. I mean, I am happy to take McBride, but you end up being a little bit lighter. No, I actually think Madrid are going to lose to Arsenal. I do not think they're going to get through. I'm hoping right now that my boy Chris Diaz is not here. He might show up. All right, so we don't get Lads. Damn, we didn't get anyone. All right, let's go strength on strength. Let's do hyper fragile. I'm gonna take Bucky. We're gonna do a little hyper fragile build. We're gonna get weird. I'm really hoping that Aston Villa are able to overturn the 2-goal deficit at home. I am not hitting the biggest board with Pete and with John because I gotta finish these, brother. Mr. Eggers, I have to finish these big boards. I said I was gonna stream all 150, and we're getting close. The contest is 89% full, and I gotta finish it. All right, I am gonna take Tyreek. I don't know. I'm a little worried, obviously, about Tyreek Hill. I think the range of outcomes on him are very wide. He could be suspended. He could be traded. He could be injured. He could also just not be very good anymore. You know, I mean, you have to say that is part of the Tyreek Hill experience. 6 touchdowns last year that is less than every other year of his career, including 2017. Every year of his career, he scored 6 or more touchdowns. The only year that he has not generated at least 1,200 yards from scrimmage were his first year, where he came in as like a pretty clear reserve, and then 2019, when he got injured, when he only played 12 games. Obviously, he had the commiserate yards per game. But I would be lying if I said that I'm not a little worried about Tyreek Hill. Now, could Tyreek Hill in the 3rd round be like kind of a generational buying opportunity? Yeah, it could. I mean, we're talking about a guy with like multi years of being the best wide receiver in fantasy, the best, kind of the best per touch, best volume fantasy guy. I mean, he's finished wide receiver 1. Dart to the Saints would be awesome. Yeah, Dart, Shadur, Milrow. It does feel as if Derek Carr is certainly. It sounds like Derek Carr kind of wants to be released. Is actually what he wants. Pepper Tony says it's better to skate to where the puck is going. With elite players, I would like to at least see some kind of fall off before I start fading them. I mean, you got the fall off with Tyreek. His fewest yards per target of his career. He stopped getting used as a rusher at all. His yards per touch, his career average is 13.1. He had 11.4 yards per touch last year. No kick or punt returns at all for him anymore. Something that he used to. I guess he had 3 punt returns last year. But if you are looking for the Tyreek fall off, it's there. It's for sure there. Love DJ Moore. Also one of my most drafted wide receivers. I think DJ Moore, fairly strong chance to me that DJ Moore ends up being the best wide receiver pick in this entire range. The DJ Moore outscores Reek, Evans. I have DJ Moore ranked ahead of Garrett Wilson and Jackson Smith and Jigba in my rankings and feel fairly confident. Have I listened to the video that Corain put out the other day? I'm assuming that is the one with the fantasy law guy, and the answer to that is no. All right, I hate this pick right here. I'm going to take Roma Dunze because that's what it is by my rankings. I wanted, maybe one of Hampton or something to fall there, but missed out on that. But no, I've not gotten a chance to listen to the video that Corain did the other day. Do you have a read on whether the Titans will add any weapons to elevate Ward or mainly lean? I bet if I was a betting man, as I'm about to take Tet here. So Tet added into a room of Bijan. I was kind of wanted to take Kittle there, but oftentimes what you will see what with these teams that add the rookie quarterback, there's actually a lot of examples of this. The teams that pick, first, second, third, and they add the quarterback, a lot of the time they spend that second round pick on a wide receiver. And I'm wondering if that is one of the most likely outcomes. The Titans 2025 draft picks. So they pick at 1, they pick at 35. They don't have a third round pick. Then they pick at 103. They pick at 120. So they have 2 4s, 2 5s, 2 6th. They let Nick Westbrook-Akeen go. DeAndre Hopkins, not on the team. I would say, give me a 64% probability that the Tennessee Titans add in at least one wide receiver on the first 2 days of the draft. Whether it's trading back up into the first, maybe, what they could even do is they could even trade down from 35. Maybe they, because I believe Kyle Williams, let me fact check this, but I'm pretty sure Kyle Williams was at Washington State. Yes, correct. Kyle Williams, former college teammate of Cam Ward. This is real. Pickens could be a Titan. Jaydon Higgins could be a Titan. Yes, Chris, I just name checked you. I knew you'd come in and check with me. I should have worn my Villa shirt today. But yeah, I would imagine the Titans are very likely to add a wide receiver. Will the Titans add a wide receiver in the draft? I'm making it minus 140 that the answer is yes. There you go. Pulling out for life. Very funny YouTube name. He is he's with me. He knows. You reunite the boys, you let them get to work. So we have got Bijan Robinson, Bucky Irving, Tyreek Hill, Roma Dunze, and Tet McMillan. I kind of wanted to do a hyper fragile build, but it does look like we are just doing, this is not even a hyper fragile build. This is just a normal fantasy football team. And sometimes a normal fantasy football team works. So with this next pick, I was about to say Burden makes sense, but doubling up on rookie wide receivers, not always ideal. Maybe we just do Judkins here. Maybe we do something approximating the more hyper-fragile build and just go a little bit different. We are kind of getting into a trap where every team is a little bit the same. And drafting the same team 900 times, come on, that's for Best Ball Mania. All right, yeah, we are going to do Judkins. So add Judkins into the running back room of Bijan and Bucky. Maybe we stop at 5 running backs on this team. Man. Najee Harris over James Conner. Let me tell you, Najee Harris over James Conner, bro. Cannot have it. Can't abide. Don't agree. Think it's terrible. The comments the last couple days, they have not loved the Najee Harris hate, and I just need to tell them to learn ball. All right, I'm about to make Mr. Overzet proud here. Oh, I was about to take Jacoby Myers. You know what? We have plenty of quarterbacks live. Let's take Golden on this one. So double rookie wide receiver. We're gonna take a lot of wide receivers on this team. I drafted a couple DraftKings teams. I just can't stream any of them. Don't have any desire really to stream any of them on old redacted. Yes, I am not waiving Najee. Najee doesn't fumble and doesn't miss games. He's getting 240 carries, and that's just the way it is. He probably, I was about to say he probably will, but you're going to have to come back to me on that in 10 days. You know, Najee is not really a touchdown scorer, which you would think, given how many times the dude gets the ball. And also, the Chargers' run game was not as fertile as you would think in terms of like expected points allowed or expected points available. I would need to pull up the old RotoViz chart, but like it's just kind of just because of the pace of play and everything. The Chargers were only 12th in total team rush attempts. They were 29th in total plays ran on offense. They did score 17 rushing touchdowns, but just for example, like that is less than like the Carolina Panthers, for example. Not that fertile of a ground. Been absent in the best ball streets, but how is the market feeling about Caleb Johnson? I really, really, really like Caleb Johnson's production profile. I really like the film on Caleb Johnson. The 4.58 40 doesn't produce a ton of confidence in terms of where I think that he is going to be drafted. But if he's a round 2 pick, I'm going to be all in. Enemy of credulity is asking me why I think Jaydon Blue stinks. It's a complicated question. I will do my best to answer you because it's a fair question, especially because I keep drafting him. So it's twofold. First being he never really played at Texas. 214 career rushes, 56 career receptions. He was never the lead rusher. He was behind Jonathan Brooks and CJ Baxter. Didn't even play as the passing down back ahead of either of them. Let me take... You know what? We're going to do a fun thing on this team. I'm going to take Rashid Shaheed here, and I'm about to show you guys what we're about to cook up. So he's never a clear starter for Texas. And then the other thing is that Texas didn't even view him as a clear starter in 2024. CJ Baxter and Christian Clark, one of the commenters had me solve this the other day on the preseason guys who got injured. So basically, he was viewed as the running back 4 for Texas heading into their 2024 season. The coaching staff didn't even have big plans for him, even after watching him play behind Baxter and Brooks in 2023. And the only reason he played is that 2 guys ahead of him tore their ACLs, you know. So just not the total production profile that I really like. What do I do? I'm a little stuck here, guys. What do I do? You know what? I'm going to take David Njoku, who's just kind of always what I do. And the reason I took him over Kelsey and over Warren because I'm running out of stacks. Caleb just got taken from me, so I'm running out of weird stackable options. Not that David Njoku is particular. Maybe that wasn't that wise, but Warren and Kelsey were for sure unstackable. Warren unknowable. Cleveland, I can at least make a guess. Yeah, I am always stuck there at the 8-9 turn. I wanted to take Christian Kirk. The sheer fun of getting to say Shadur to Shaheed, I do like that. The University of Florida played some rando over Dameon Pierce. Well, maybe the secret was that Dameon Pierce was not that good. This will be a good trivia. Who started over Dameon Pierce his final season at Florida? Because I don't even remember. Emory Jones. Oh, no, he was the quarterback. Malik Davis. So no one. Naquan Wright. Did he ever share the backfield with another NFL player? 2020 Florida. No, not really. Kadarius Toney had 19 rushes on that team. How funny is that? Maybe I should have just taken Fields there. I don't know. Who do we think is? Are there betting market odds on who starts week 1 quarterback for Cleveland? What's the alternate tournament structure you're most excited about this year? I love the sprint, and I'm hoping for more of them. It's a good question. Probably weekly winners. Unclear exactly. Yes, Eliminator, very difficult. Keep the Chief is he's keeping the picket alive. Yes, Rico Dowdle did ruin Malik Davis, man. Wait, was Malik Davis was the one that I was drafting. My God. I was drafting Malik Davis. That you just really, Chris, you just really unlocked something for me. Yeah, weekly winners is very hard. It's true. The Badge Bros drafts were a lot of fun. No doubt about it. I mean, I would say in general, the side contests that I like the most are just the single entry contests. The golden, the labradoodle. All right, I'm not going to take Marvin Mims. I'm going to take Drake May because he is easy to backstack, and that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to take May to set up. I've got a mini way backstack. Also, Tet could be a Patriot. Golden probably couldn't be a Patriot, but Tet definitely could be a Patriot. And I just like Drake May. I mean, Drake May is just a fun pick. Now, this pick really sucks. So I could take Tua, who's Tua will probably come back to me. Could take Kraft, could take Loveland. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Loveland. Loveland it is. Just a little bit more ceiling. And you know what? Combinatorically, I wonder if Njoku and Loveland are not together all that often because they go so close to each other in the draft. The sheer joy of tracking eliminators week to week might be the best sweat in all of our lives until week 14. Jake had a shipper in the single entry Greyhound. Oh no, that didn't get out until week 16. Oh no, T. Mims, Devonta, and Gesicki. God, you absolutely hate to see it. GM, Ryan? How you doing, brother? So we are at Drake May, Bijan Robinson, Bucky Irving, Quinshon Judkins, Tyreek Hill, Rome Odunze, Tet McMillan, Matthew Golden, Rashid Shaheed, David Njoku, Colston Loveland. You know what? I could play this like a Shadur team, like he goes to the Saints or he goes to the Browns because I have Njoku and Shaheed. Which of the Underdog big boards do you think overlay? Probably none of them. Maybe the biggest board, but there's just so few to do. I mean, they already have 524. Biggest board maybe could overlay, but frankly, I doubt it. There just ends up not being the overlay opportunities are not that common. Honestly, on Underdog, they do a pretty good job sizing the contests. I have a bunch of teams double tapping to, yeah. I mean, Frank, that's true. The running back wide receivers are brutal there. Kevin did not track a single weekly winner team last year. I mean, it is a good sweat. Yes, hockey is going to overlay. Yeah, if you go look at the hockey lobby right now, the big Zamboni, the regular Zamboni, and maybe the little Zamboni. Let's see, little Zamboni. Yeah, looks like there's going to be a little bit of overlay in that hockey lobby. Really want a week's 1 through 4 4-round tournament, drops closer to the season start, and be a nice refreshment after drafting. I like that. I would probably play that. Ooh, MacNova just finished his taxes. Whew, buddy. I did mine last week, and let me tell you, brother, was not a particularly fun time in my life. Did not love it. All right, we're hoping to get Tua with our next pick. This guy in the 5-hole drafted 3 straight quarterbacks. Honestly, could be the move. Don't hate it. Pete just gave a hot take on the Swolecast about Bashal Tootin. Said he was going to be the biggest impact rookie running back outside of Genty and Hampton, which I don't hate. Frankly, as a take, I don't hate it at all. I think it's rather strong. All right, we are going to nab Tua here to set up with Tyreek, even though that might be a fake one. Maybe we get a week 17 lineup there. The Underdog app hasn't listed the teams for players. You do need that for hockey. It is helpful. Definitely helpful. Wouldn't say it's because you can type the team name in, like you can type in Avalanche, Capitals, whatever. But that, I suppose that even requires a little bit of foresight. Jags just announced their wide receiver rotations. Isn't Gabe Davis injured? So he wouldn't be right now. Gabe Davis is rehabbing from a shoulder injury. So he would not be active right now. All right. At wide receiver, is there any Patriot or Dolphin? Not really. Maybe Io Manor. Pitts. Yeah, maybe. No. You know what? This room needs a chaperone. With Tet and Golden, we need a chaperone. We're doing Adam Thielen. Stay woke to the wide receiver chaperones. I do not know Puck that much. I know a little bit of Puck. I know enough to get by, but I'm not a big Puck head. See you in the MLB streets from time to time. Oh yeah, I'm loving the Major League Baseball dailies. Who would I recommend for good Major League Baseball content? Very simple. There is exactly one person or one group of people that I would suggest to you for the aforementioned, and these are the Badge Brothers. If you're not woke to the Badge Bros, that is who I would encourage you to hang out with. Yes, Pete could use a Tyreek could use a chaperone. What chance would I give of Keenan Allen opting to retire? Pretty high. pretty high compared to what the market thinks. Let's say I'll give it a 25% chance that Keenan Allen does not play this year. Dang, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that I was going to take the chaperone wide receiver. What happens? DJ Giddens goes. RJ Harvey goes. We're just not allowed to have good things around here. Definitely higher than 0%. So whatever your estimation is, it is definitely higher than 0% because it is April 15th and Keenan Allen has not been signed. One of the teams that he said he wanted to sign with was the Chargers, or was the Rams, and the Rams are paying a lot of money to Devontae Adams. It's also definitely not 100%. It's also definitely not 100%. Arizona could use him. Yeah, Arizona definitely needs. Well, or does Arizona already have their slot situation fulfilled? Doesn't it make more sense for Arizona to kick Marvin Harrison into the slot? Because he was not a particularly good or effective outside wide receiver. Obviously, his ceiling is higher. But it might make more sense for them to add a boundary receiver. They signed Semi Fehoko and Quez Watkins in free agency. 10-second summary on how to structure an MLB daily. ADP does not matter at all. Every pick is basically the same. Like if you look at a Major League Baseball projection, the guy who with an ADP of 35.9 has the same projection with the guy who has an ADP of 15 or whatever. There effectively is no ADP. Like to the point that there are barely any MLB daily contests that get canceled because the ADP doesn't exist. So if you want to jam the Guardians, open your app up, take 3 Guardians today, take 2 Rays with them, and ship it. Keenan Allen tweeted a picture of himself and Mike Williams in Chargers uniforms when Mike Will signed. Bullish. Marvin Harrison is Greg Dortch. That is really, really funny. Dang, we got owned on this tier of running backs. So we're going to take Jalen Wright for the teammate correlation. All my dudes got snapped off. That is, Pepper Tony, that is truly one of the funniest YouTube comments I've ever read in my life. Marvin Harrison Jr. is just 2 Greg Dortches in a trench coat. Yeah, people are saying it more and more. All right, let's try this. Let's try this new layout out. Been wanting to expand, show more of the board, as it were. I can even give us a little zoom in, minimize the old draft caddy there, narrow the sidekick window. Perfect. Can't complain about that. On the the Badge Brothers. Are the Dolphins the worst team in the NFL? I don't think so, brother. Right? Not even close to the worst team in the NFL. I think there are many more. All right, Hunter Henry here to add on to the stack. You know what? I said I was going to do a hyper fragile, but I didn't mean for it to be this fragile. Did not mean for Jalen Wright to be the running back 4. Feel a lot better if that guy's name was DJ Giddens. Alcoholic Saints fan. How is an alcoholic Saints fan feeling right now? You know, if you are an alcoholic Saints fan, is this good? Is this bad? Are you feeling good about your New Orleans Saints? Because I would guess no. No, the Colts offensive line is too good, right? For them to be the worst team. Gotta be no way. How can a Chiefs fan not pick Martinez? I like Damian Martinez. There's a chance. Oh, I was going to say there's a chance. But the reason why I took Jalen Wright on this team is because I have other Dolphins. So a little bit of team level correlation there. Not that Jalen Wright is like any lock to return to the Dolphins, as their running back too. Certainly a chance that, Colts lost a bunch of offensive linemen, probably. Dream landing spot for Martinez. I mean, it's the Steelers, right? You go to the Steelers, you're in a backfield, you're with the team that wants to run the air out of the ball, and you're in a backfield with Jaylen Warren, who has proven himself to be a complimentary level player. Eli Mitchell, Chiefs running back 1, is going to hit really hard. I agree with that. I actually get this. I get that you either just draft whatever. No, I actually think Carr being injured is like a total godsend, actually, to the New Orleans Saints and their decision makers, because the Saints decision makers have been fighting against the rebuild for so long. You can be out of purgatory now. You know what I'm saying? You could just be done with all the nonsense now, which I think is a good idea. Man, I do remember the Travis Hunter 170 ADP days, and I enjoyed those days. Those were very fun days. Early days of the big board, obviously some of the craziest fantasy football values that you can get. All right, the Champions League games are kicking off right now, if you are so inclined. They did extend him this year, but if Carr is injured, I think that you guys are going to have to correct me on this, but I believe as we take, do we need a chaperone or a young guy? We need a chaperone. You know what? No, I just want Besh. We're taking another Bumblebee. I believe there are injury-related outs in his deal, is the way I understood it. Or maybe he would agree to like a buyout or something. Or maybe you just cut him and you eat the pain right now and you deal with it later on. I mean, that feels like one of the most likely scenarios to me. Only get cap money back from injuries if the contact is insured. Yeah, it probably isn't. All right, I'm going to take Shadur here. So I have Shadur, and he will either be a stack with Shaheed or Njoku, or I just took a round 2 guy who's going to sit the whole time. No DK drafts, brother. Sorry, Reed. Promo code Davis on Underdog Fantasy here on the Davis Mattek channel. There are some insiders in New Orleans that think this is Derek Carr's way of trying to be traded and or cut. That is what I've heard as well. Or, yeah, feels like the Saints knew about this the whole time, and that's why they made the change. Totally possible. Now, who would be the team that would trade for him? I don't know. As to this question, Mac Nova, who do you have in the UCL? It's very funny. These are probably my 2 favorite teams in world soccer, Borussia Dortmund and Aston Villa, who are the trailing teams today. I think Barcelona obviously is going to handle business against Dortmund. They're up 4-0, but Villa can come from behind from 2 goals against PSG, I think. I hope so. No, DraftKings does not have daily MLB drafts. Just their salary cap product. Who agreed to let Derek Carr have a no trade clause? That is one of the most absurd things I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I don't really see the Steelers wanting Carr. Who could want Carr? Maybe the Jets. Maybe the Jets could talk themselves into it because they're not paying Fields that much money. $20 million cap hit for a quarterback is actually not that bad. So I could maybe see the Jets doing it. Would the Colts maybe do it? The Colts traded for Carson Wentz. Also, yeah, saying you might need season-ending shoulder surgery is not a great way to get traded for. Well, but Benny, you could maybe argue that that this is the case, that trading him takes his cap hit from 20 to 80. You could maybe argue that's actually a benefit for the Saints to just eat as much of the pain in 1 year as possible. Or this, what about Carr to the Browns? I guess that's possible. I am also pretty confident that the Jets are just going to roll with Fields for sure. I feel the same way. Carr could get a vet minimum and still be getting the bag. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought about that. Would the Saints really just outright cut him? I don't know about that. There's always a way to get cap compliant, though. There is always a way to get cap compliant. Dart Olave Fannin. Sign me up. Fannin to the Saints is actually sick. If Eli Mitchell is healthy for a full year, he's the best pick on the board. All right. I don't know. I like him, but I don't know if I'd say best pick on the board. Cleveland deserves a quarterback room of Watson, Pickett, Flacco, Carr, and Cousins. That is literally the most determined. That is just miserable. God, that is awful. All right. We have 3 picks left. We have a 3-4-7-3. So minimum of 1 more running back. We do need to also select a Patriots player. Looking like it's going to be Kayshon Boutte, probably. So we're going to take, with our next pick, we are going to take a running back. We're going to take Elijah Mitchell, the aforementioned Elijah Mitchell, to add to a running back room of Bijan, Bucky, Judkins, Jalen Wright. How many more best boards? I got 14 more to go, brother. 14 more, Mr. Copy Paste Dates. Yeah, trading Kamara sounds nice, but that adds $18 million to the New Orleans Saints cap. How dare you? Don't talk about cutting Taysom, brother. How brutal is that? Did you guys see the video of Nick Chubb squatting 500 pounds today? About time to get him back up. ADP rising soon. Yeah, nobody puts Taysom in a corner on this stream, brother. I wonder how his recovery is going. Let's see if I can find anything on do we think we'll have a Taysom Hill injury recovery Google alert? Google News past week. Nothing. Wow, we got a Mario Anderson drafter. My boy is out here knowing ball. All right. I don't care which wide receiver we get. It's more important for us to get a running back. Let's do Jarquez Hunter. I'm probably the lightest on him. So running back room of Bijan, Bucky, Judkins, Jalen Wright, Elijah Mitchell, and Jarquez Hunter. And you know what? We are just really running through these. So I am just going to autopilot this final pick. Booty, Hollins, Jalen Polk, Javon Baker, Kendrick Bourne. I'm going to put that on autopilot. Final team, Drake May, Tua, Shadur, Bijan Robinson, Bucky Irving, Quinshon Judkins, Jalen Wright, Elijah Mitchell, Jarquez Hunter, Tyreek Hill, Roma Dunze, Tet McMillan, Matthew Golden, Rashid Shaheed, Adam Thielen, Jack Besh, David Njoku, Colston Loveland, and Hunter Henry. The 101 in the all weight room draft is definitely Jalen Hurts. Okay. That one is done. I'm on autopilot with a Patriot there at the end. Let's go back. We're gonna get into another one, and we are gonna feed the dogs. All right, 14 of these left. Let's hop in these rooms and let's draft. Say it with me. You don't have to draft well, but you do have to draft. Do you guys remember how many of you guys were here for the stream when we did one in 20 minutes? How many of you guys were here for that? Probably not that many. But this is a big board 136 of 150. How many of you guys were here for the 20-minute draft? Because that was yeah, never forget. That was awesome. I don't think it was the full. I don't think so. I think it really was just the perfect confluence. I think everyone in chat was in. So Reed is here. Delicious Grizzly is here. Shilly is here. Sladen is here. Tanner Borand is here. And I think Ribeyes 999 is here. I want to say. So if you are here, Reed, SWHC, Grizzly, Shilly, Slade. There we go. Pick 12, pick 6. All right, guys. JG88 is here. We are going to draft this one as fast as we possibly can. All right? You're on the clock and you're picking. First time I haven't been 104 in a week. My boy Tanner in 11. Yes, move fast. There's probably no chance that we are going to be able to match the 20-minute draft. That kind of was like an all-time accident. But it required everyone being synced up. It's like when everyone gets the gang together for one last heist. Yeah, this summer we will not have to move as fast because we're not going to be trying to achieve a specific goal. Puka Nakua. I feel like one of the biggest storylines of this season is going to be which of CD, Puka, BTJ, Nico, Neighbors, and St. Brown disappoints in a way. Like, which one of the first round wide receivers disappoints? Could be due to injury, it could be performance related, right? I mean, all of that is possible. But if you're watching this on playback, comment right now, which one of the first round wide receivers do you think is most likely to be a disappointment, and why? Because historically, probably multiple of them are likely to be bad. Jimmer Range, by the way, is a great name. I love the concept of Jimmer Range. I'm going to take A-Chain here. Jimmer Range is a really good name. So that was my first thought. Puka injury history is not great. Sophomore slump for Brian Thomas Jr. What if the Jaguars take Travis Hunter, right? And that impacts his target share. Amon-Ra St. Brown doesn't have Ben Johnson anymore. More target competition, right? Devontae Adams, legitimate target competition. CeeDee Lamb, probably not target competition related for CeeDee Lamb, but we've got real issues with just like the offense, like structural issues on the Cowboys offense. Neighbors could just have brutal quarterback play. Like Russell Wilson could just be toast. Although, man, can you guys imagine freaking Jameis Winston throwing to Malik Neighbors? The fantasy numbers would be out of control. The fantasy numbers would I mean, my God. If we're doing a slappy draft, I got to take Worthy. Devin Achane, Puka Nacua, and Xavier Worthy. That is a hell of a start. We got an early Kyron, a JT Fowler here. Fun little draft. Yeah, Neighbors is probably quarterback. Yeah, a month of Neighbors. Well, I mean, the Cowboys don't have an offensive line. They don't have a running back. They don't really have a second wide receiver. Yeah. I could go with there we go. My clicker just died. Yes, I'm in the 7. We got a Genty McCaffrey on the turn. And he ran out of luck here at wide receiver a little bit. Be curious to see what old Ribeyes does. I actually don't hate the Genty CMC start. Yeah, we're ahead of the underflow by a round. We're doing good. Everyone, if you stay locked in, we're gonna do a great job here. Wow, am I gonna get a chance to select Mr. Hampton? I don't really want James Cook. I'm gonna do JMO. Where are you guys at on James Cook? I feel like, yeah, Genty CMC is fun if wide receivers fall the right way, and I mean it's also super fun if CMC is healthy. I think I'm veering on moving James Cook lower in my rankings. Like, James Cook has a lot of historical forces going against him, right? He's got the contract. They re-signed Ty Johnson. They're already talking about adding another running back. Like, Ray Davis is maybe like a more complete running back than him. I don't know. I'm a little sketched out about James Cook. This is a tricky spot. I think I'm going to do Olave and set this up to be a Dart Shadur team. So we've got Achane, Puka, Worthy, JMO, Olave. I do hate in rounds 4 and 5, it sometimes feels like you just kind of get what you get and you can't throw a fit. Yeah, we're 5 rounds in, 5 minutes. Everyone's doing a great job. Although maybe you run him into the ground. It's true. What if you do the final year Le'Veon Bell thing where you just give him a bazillion touches? Le'Veon Bell, his final season in Pittsburgh, 321 rushes and 85 receptions, 406 touches. His final year in Pittsburgh, and then they said, adios, brother. Did not play in 2018 due to a contract dispute and was never the same again. DeMarco Murray, yes. Yep, DeMarco Murray, my God. That DeMarco Murray season. Sidekick is pretty hip to Mahomes here. I probably have Mahomes ranked a little bit too high. I probably need to wedge him down a smidgen. I am happy with any of the running backs I get here. I'm happy with Walker. I'm happy with Judkins. Maybe could even do a smidgen of, Jimmer range, brother. You are letting me down. Jimmer Range just used his whole clock, brother. Sad day. Sladen's letting us down too, bro. He's thinking, I'm going to do Judkins. A-Chain Judkins, that's your Thunder and Lightning running back room there. My God. Henderson Kamara. Cook definitely could be I mean, if he scores 17 freaking touchdowns again, yeah, you're gonna want to have had him. Okay, so where are we at with draft capital? Bucket 3 for wide receiver. Bucket 5 at running back. Probably need a wide receiver with our next pick. A-Chain, Judkins, Puka. Yeah, we don't need to take Mahomes with this next pick. I can let Mahomes go. Add a 5th wide receiver. This might even be a team to take Ayuk to add in another quarterback, since we do have Mahomes at 90. I would definitely take if the room gives it to me. Very reductionist, but you're probably right. James Cook is probably very unlikely to score 17 touchdowns again, unless they just give him the ball more often. All right, you guys are about to see hell freeze over. Brandon Ayuk selected to a team by me. I never take him. But I do think he's my wide receiver 5, so I do not need him earlier in the season. He gives me a quarterback. Now, I did this the other day drafting with Karain, and I ended up hating the way the team shook out, so maybe I could have just took Mahomes. Yeah, where is Buck? I can't believe my eyes. No drafter streams this summer, brother. Just Underdog here on the channel. I love you too, brother. Hope you're having a great day, Dev. Hope you are living your truth out there. All right, I didn't get Mahomes. Jimmer Range snapped him off. He was probably right to do it. We're going to take Goff. Goff, JMO. Maybe could have taken the tight end there, but probably a tight end will come around that I like. This is definitely quarterback 8 and 9 are the tight end ranges. Now, this is also a fair point. The 17 touchdown season, not pushing Cook up into round 2. Brother, I have never beefed a day with Liam in my life. Liam and I have been friends for a long time. I have zero beef with Chess Liam. All right, we're about to see all the quarterbacks go here. Sidekick is going to have Warren at the top until it gets back to me. So we've got Goff with JMO. We missed out on Mahomes. We can always add Shadur or Dart. We can add Purdy. We do need a tight end. A-Chain and Judkins is honestly a fine running back room, though. Who do I have beef with? Honestly, not really anyone, right? I don't really think I have beef with much of anyone. I'm a lover, not a fighter, brother. I think Andrews, Kelsey, Warren, honestly, any of them is a fine fit for this team. This is what happens, Sladen. These quarterbacks just get absolutely rifled off. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what? I'm taking Knicks. This is a crazy ADP fall on Knicks. Maybe Judkins is the rookie running back for the Broncos. I could take Marvin Mims. I do not have beef with Razor. I think Razor is very funny. I think Mr. Razor is a very funny guy. Oh no. See, Sladen, you learned a valuable lesson. You want Bo Nix, you got to take him there. I did not mean to do that to you on purpose, but big fan of Blair. you certainly cannot argue with Liam's results. Liam, same thing for people who like think Herzig is annoying or bad or whatever. Like Herzig gets people who hate on him. And it's like, dude, Herzig has made the finals every year of Best Ball Mania. All right. Early PSG goal. So Aston Villa's probably dead. That's a bummer. For giving Buck a little love that he didn't deserve with the Ayuk pick. Thank you, Kevin. The next, oh man, come on, give me Ingram. Give me Ingram. Let's go. Bang. That is nice right there. They didn't give me Mims, but they did give me Ingram. The next video with Buck is going to be about Matthew Stafford. So no idea. Honestly, it's very funny. That video that I did with Buck on last week, that's up on Saturday. Only 1,000 views, like not a big views video at all, but it has the most comments of any video I've ever done. So I thought that was, so I think it's very interesting. Yes, Stat Padford. That used to be his deal. It is probably PSG's year. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Jason, I think you know ball, brother. Marvin Mims, great pick. My boy JG88 slamming the button on Marvin Mims, so I didn't get him. And Travion, very good picks. Yeah, Flock. I don't know about starstruck, but I was very happy to have Flock on the channel. Mason is a very sharp, smart guy. Knows a lot about football, knows a lot about business. Man, I'll tell you who I do not want to take. I do not want to take Isaiah Pacheco, who the sidekick has me taking. I think I'm going to take Jordan Mason. DeAndre Swift, Jordan Mason. Been a little bit lighter on him. Jordan Mason is running back 3. I'm going to call that a win. Yeah, the Stat Padford thing is definitely, and it has not been true in about 1 billion years. I did 10 big board drafts right when it opened on none cents on average. I think early teams in the big board have a gigantic advantage, even compared to Best Ball Mania. Probably the biggest early advantage in any fantasy sports contest, because you're getting, like, there are teams that you could construct that could have, like, trying to think of a reasonable number, 400 total picks of closing line value. You could have gotten Travis Hunter in the 170s, Bayshell Tootin and Justin Fields in round 19-20. Yes, yeah, 100%. I think big board, you want to be literally slamming like the minute the contest opens. What do we do here? Do we need a chaperone? We don't need a chaperone. I'm going to take him anyway, so I'm going to take Romeo Dubs. One of the guys, dang, I forgot your name. Someone yesterday. Travis Hunter, they actually had to relaunch the big board. They created one version of the big board that didn't have a Travis Hunter player ID, and then they had to relaunch the contest. How does ADP value translate into fantasy points? I will let Michael Leone and the Best Ball Manifesto handle that. JJ Zacharyson has a bunch of good Best Ball information as well, because he has an Underdog deal now. So he has just like straight good Best Ball information now. He did a whole like second podcast about becoming a Best Ball bro. It's like its own thing on the late round fantasy podcast. So I would tell you to. I would say JJ's stuff is really good. All right. Probably we definitely need a running back here. I think Benson or Neal would be fine. All right. I'm lighter on Benson, so we'll do Benson. I wanted to take Giddens or Harvey, but I'll do Benson here. Chase is giving me some new information. Christian Clark was never ahead of Blue. Baxter, of course, was, but Clark was only of note because the injury left them with 3 running backs on the roster. Clark was 4th on the depth chart. All right, Chase. That is good information. That is not the way I remember it, but I only remember... So I only have memories of this from playing college football best ball, and the ETR ranks had Christian Clark, but didn't have as much Jaydon Blue. But it's very possible that I am wrong. Yeah, Dave better pay up, brother. Should use the solver and view your portfolio. Maybe I will. That is my memory too. That is all Disbanded Brotherhood. That's also my memory, is that they had another guy. All right, Harvey or Giddens are podium picks here. Giddens goes. Ray Davis is probably a podium pick here too. Not really a tight end who makes a ton of sense. I think this is going to be a Jackson Dart team. Don't take Harvey, Slade. He's going to. He's going to dagger me. Watch this. I know he's going to do it. No, he takes Damian Martinez, RJ Harvey, this year's Bucky Irving, on a team with last year's Bucky Irving, a.k.a. Bucky Irving. No, Bucky Irving was on my last team. This team has A-Chain and Judkins. So I took Bucky Irving on the last team. I took this year's Bucky Irving on this team. Yeah, college best ball was a good time. Drafted all 150 about a month ago. Yeah, it's so funny. I definitely would have ran out of drafts a long time ago if I wasn't streaming all of them. A second to PSG. Rip the Villa. Good effort, boys. Proud of the boys. But they're not getting... I know, drafting this fast it does. I feel spoiled right now. GM, brother. How you doing, man? Let's get to the top of the mountain. Last drafter standing wins $250,000. I know. It does feel like it's been a freaking year. The underflow's in round 8. Not shout out to the underflow. All right, this is a good Brenton Strange team. Sure. We'll do Brenton Strange. Evan Ingram and Brenton Strange. We got a little bit of synergy there. Yeah, I wonder what old Josh Norris's mock draft score will be this year. Yeah, I am still mixing in Raheem Rocket Sanders, but I don't view him as like a priority piece. There's been a lot of hype on Damian Martinez because he's gone on so many top 30 visits to Abk. He's gone on like top 30 visits with like the Steelers, I want to say the Cowboys, maybe even the Eagles. Yeah, there are huge jackpot landing spots for him. All right. Dang, all the adolescents are gone. Sure, I'll take Wandale, whatever. All my favorite rookie wide receivers are gone. So that sucked. Listen to all of JJ's pods last year and they're good, but not as helpful as kind of multi-guest pods. I mean, I think it's a different vibe. I think it's the JJ does more concise, rigorous statistical analysis. It's definitely a different vibe than kind of the the ship chasing extended universe, as I call it. Who's my bet for the Bengals running back they add? It's going to be one of these guys, like Taj Brooks, Jordan James, Raheem Sanders. LaQuint Allen feels very Bengalsy. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. It's gonna be. I mean, definitely, it's gonna be someone on day 3. That's for sure. How relevant is a top 30 visit for a player team historically? I actually don't think it's relevant at all. Really, like I would say it is. Like, if you were to do one of the two things, know absolutely no information about any top 30 visit versus know all the top 30 visits, I would say your difference in like expected value was going to be very light. I'm going to take Brashard Smith as the running back 6 on this team. I like him a good bit, and I've been a little bit light on him. Ollie, I still believe a little bit in Ollie. Jaydon Blue has gone on some top 30 visits. LaQuint is the best pass protecting running back in the class. Now, Jake does make some good points. The Bengals brought in Henderson, I think, and maybe Caleb Johnson, and they do like to make bad draft picks. Yeah, it's true. Steelers almost always meet with their first rounder. I think Dallas is similar. That sounds right. No, LaQuint is for sure better at pass protection than Henderson. Go watch some of the pass protection stuff from LaQuint. It's really strong. All right, we're in round 18, so we are absolutely flying here. Goff, Knicks. We're gonna do another Shadur. Who did I take? Oh, I took Dart already went. All right, so it's Shadur or Milrow on this team. You guys tell me. Shadur or Milrow? What do you say? I'll do whatever you guys say. Shadur or Milrow? All right, Peppertoni is the first one to answer. He said Milrow. So we're gonna take Milrow. He was the first one to. Oh, and there we go. Jalen Milrow. I'm lighter on him. I have more Shadur anyway. So Jalen Milrow is the quarterback 3 on this team. We've got 2 picks left. Brett said Shadur. Spurrier said Shadur. Jason D was Milrow. Josh was Milrow. Keep the Chief was Shadur. Shadur Olave. What if it's a Milrow Olave stack, though? My issue with LaQuint is I haven't heard a peep about him anywhere but the Davis Mattek YouTube channel. That is an issue. That is an issue. He had a very good Senior Bowl. Ooh. Villa on the scoreboard. Okay. Okay. Still not great. Tillman's goal. Okay. All right. So we have a 3-6-7-2. Goff, Knicks, Milrow. A-Chain, Judkins, Mason, Benson, Harvey, Brashard Smith, Puka, Worthy, Jamo, Olave, Ayuk, Dubs, Wandale, Ingram, Strange. All right, this is a very Mason Taylor, Elijah Arroyo coded team. No real Detroit or Denver cheapies. Roman Wilson, I think, is okay. Troy Franklin, actually, is probably going to be the pick on this team because I've got Knicks. Yeah, you probably don't want to stack Milrow, frankly. Can I get a temperature check on Ridley? I mean, it's got to be ice cold, brother. I just am not a... Wow. Shilly. Where, brother? How could you... Shilly. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? You just sniped Troy Franklin from me in my own private domicile? Yeah, Ridley. What if they take a wide receiver at pick 35? Will Ridley go up? Have I made an official pre-draft truth serum? I have not. I have not, but I'll do it right now. Official pre-draft truth serum. And I'll even give you 2. 1, Luther Burden is going to be the best fantasy wide receiver in this class. And 2, I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but Devin Neal is going to end up being... Devin Neal will have 1 season as a running back 1. Devin Neal from the University of Kansas will have 1 season in the National Football League as a top 12 running back in fantasy. There you go. There's my truth serums. All right. We need a wide receiver. My God. This is dark. I don't really want to take Roman Wilson. I don't even know who Tay Martin is. Michael Gallup is a commander? Sure. Michael Gallup. Why not? All right. 3683, Goff, Nix, Milrow, A-Chain, Judkins, Mason, Trey Benson, RJ Harvey, Brashard Smith, Puka Nacua, Xavier Worthy, Jameson Williams, Chris Olave, Brandon Ayuk, Romeo Doubs, Wan'Dale Robinson, Michael Gallup, Evan Ingram, Brenton Strange, and Elijah Arroyo. Yeah, I can also think of reasons. Yeah, I can sell the Michael Gallup card. Yeah, not picking Tez Johnson with Knicks. All right, that was phenomenal. We started this draft at 47 minutes in the stream, and we finished it at 1 hour and 17 minutes. So we did, what is that? Roughly 30 minutes. So we did a very good 28 minutes and 17 seconds. Give yourselves a round of applause. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, everyone. Fantastic. What do you say? Should we do it again? I normally would make you guys do more likes for another stream, but I know everyone's watching Pete right now. So what do we say? God, the underflow is in round 12. I'm praying for everyone in the underflow. What do we say, Reed? Are we going to do it again? We're going to run it back? We're going to bang another quick one out? Not doing a bigger board, boys. We got to get serious. All right, so let's do it. Let's feed the dogs again. We have 13 drafts left. Let's hop in, brothers. Let's live our truth. Oh man, this is not going to be fast because this one was already almost filled. This is not going to be friends and family. I got Vaporware in here. I got Ribeyes. Got JG. Got Tanner. Got Devin. Got Unky Freedom. Okay, we should be able to cook. The mustache loading bar. All right, my boys at pick 4, right behind me. Do a gritty type draft? No, but I will take suggestions. We're picking from 3. What do you guys want me to do? You want me to do hero running back, 0 wide receiver, 0 running back? You guys give me a theme. Give me a theme, and I will follow it for this one. Hero with Gibbs. All right. Done. Hero running back with Gibbs. We'll give someone Barkley a gift with Barkley. Hero running back, hyper fragile. I'm not doing this. Theme. JJ McCarthy's a quarterback 5 this season. Well, Vaporware ruined that. All right, this is we're doing a theme, and we can add to it. Right now the theme is hero RB with Gibbs. So what layer can we add on to this? Zero RB is pretty rare. Saquon at 6. Wow. You know you're in a slappy room when you get Saquon Barkley at 6. Ooh, 0 quarterback. God, who do you even freaking take in rounds 8, 9, and 10 when you don't take a quarterback, though? Gibbs and go is very funny. How much of a super chat tomorrow, Kevin? You don't, it doesn't got to be like that, brother. Ooh, here we go. I will try and get as many Lions as I can. All right, NFC North stacks. Okay. All right, that's what we'll do. I will try and take as many NFC North players as possible. That is the official theme. As many NFC North players as possible. We're bringing the themed teams back. All right, NFC North stacking season. So who is my potential NFC North player? It'd be Jacobs. Jacobs would be the NFC North player. Probably not going to do that. So I'm going to immediately break the prompt. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I cannot take... What do I do here? My brain is broken. I'm going to take Trey McBride. Oh, I could have taken... I am going to take DJ Moore with the next pick. What's your barbecue spot in St. Louis? I can't... B. Friedman took him. All right, I'm taking as many players that play on artificial turf or indoors as possible. Double Arizona. Yeah, theme is off to a great start. Great. This is your spot, Curl99. I mean, I wouldn't say it's super authentic barbecue or anything like that, but it is crazy good. Salt and Smoke. There's a couple different locations. They have like I think they have like 4 different locations. But it's really good. I mean, I wouldn't say you need to like go out of your way or anything, but it's yes. Okay, this is your answer if you want real authentic barbecue. You will probably have to wait in a line to get it, and like when it's gone, it's gone. But it's very, very good. Pappy's Smokehouse. There's multiple locations. I think you can order ahead as well. But Pappy's is really good. Gibbs and go with the flow. The theme is that the theme changes each turn, and we have to come up with something relevant each time. Yeah, I mean, if you're from Texas, it might not super jive with you. But Salt and Smoke is very good, and Pappy's is very good too. Pappy's is strong. Salt and Smoke is like, I'll tell you where Salt and Smoke fits. Like, if my wife is going to be out of town for the weekend, and I know I'm going to be by myself on Friday and Saturday, I'm for sure getting Salt and Smoke. I'm getting like a 4-meat, order from Salt and Smoke, and I'm going to eat that for 2 days. So good. All right. Our potential NFC North picks at the next one are JMO and Addison. Are there any dome guys? Olave would be a dome guy. I think we'll be able to do it. We're gonna stick to the script. All right, we're gonna do JMO. No, JMO just went. So we're gonna do Jordan Addison. And we're going quick. Oh man, barbecue sides ranking. The issue is I'm gonna make you guys mad because I don't do sides the same way everyone else does. I'm always brisket first at barbecue. Burnt ends, actually. Burnt ends are my number one, which is brisket. But like obviously I would never say no. No other NFC North guys here, but we do have another dome guy here. Olave is another dome guy. Yeah. Burnt ends are definitely number one. All right, barbecue sides rankings. Number one, and this is probably immediately gonna get me canceled. Baked beans are like not even close. My number one. Baked beans number one, by an absolute country mile. Totally. Yeah, I would never guess you like ribeyes. Yeah, people don't like that take, but I do. Like, I even like, because I'm eating pretty clean right now. I'm on a cut. One of the things I do is I just have pinto beans that I like make at home. You know, I basically make like homemade refried beans at home and I don't even eat it with like rice or anything. I just eat just straight beans and meat, ground beef, chicken, whatever. Yeah, they're canceling me. Yeah, baked beans number one. Potato salad is up there. I probably wouldn't put potato salad one. Mac and cheese is probably one. Corn. Would you guys Would you guys consider cornbread a legit side? Oh, here's another cancelable one. I just don't really like coleslaw. Coleslaw is kind of a classic barbecue side. I just really don't like it. Fancy barbecue places, like not like down home barbecue places, but fancy barbecue places will do hush puppies as a side. Hush puppies are delicious. You can't, but you're not going to get that like when you go to like kind of like a little hole in the wall place. They're not going to have hush puppies there because they're not going to have a deep fryer. See, I like cornbread more than corn on the cob. I'll eat coleslaw. I'm never going to turn it down, but like when you get the choice, you know, there generally will be like 4 or 5 choices. I'm never choosing the coleslaw. Like I'm choosing the macaroni over the coleslaw. All right, we're up. We need a dome player or an NFC North player. Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is a dome player. The Raiders have that domed stadium. That might have been of a stretch, right? Yeah, I did see this. More Andrews trade rumors. Where do rookies fit in this? Because I'm gonna have to take some rookies, obviously. I was about to take David Montgomery for a dome, but I don't really want Gibbs and Montgomery together. So we have Gibbs, dome, Harrison, dome-ish, Addison, dome, Olave, dome, Jacoby Myers, dome, Trey McBride, dome-ish. They have their retractable roof, right? Dome teams that need rookies. Well, Judkins. Oh, damn. Caleb Johnson's probably not going to end up in a dome, but I am taking him. You never know. Yeah, I was gonna say Judkins made more sense. I don't know. Who are some of the potential teams in domes? All right. The Raiders do need a running back. The Cowboys need a running back, so maybe the Cowboys take Caleb Johnson. The Falcons don't need a running back or any offensive skill position players. The Saints need everything. The Rams, probably not. The Vikings could take a running back. The Lions are not going to take a running back. Texans, sure. Texans could take a running back. That is certainly possible. All right, so we've got Gibbs, Caleb Johnson, Marvin Harrison, Jordan Addison, Chris Olave, Jacoby Myers, Trey McBride. We're doming it. We're doming it as much as we can. I just would not take an unstacked Burrow. I guess maybe I would take an unstacked Burrow in the 8th round or whatever. But I can't. It's so hard for me to see the path that winning. I am still personally high on Caleb Johnson. I still like Caleb Johnson quite a bit. I think the film don't lie, brother. The film do not lie about Caleb Johnson, and he looks like one of the best. Right? I mean, I don't think he could be as good as Genty, but he could definitely be better than Hampton. I have been upping my creatine before because basically a lot of the new research on creatine has shown that like there is no upper limit. Like you can just keep taking it and you keep getting more benefits. All right. So one of the guys behind me is auto drafting. All right, Kyler. I was gonna take TJ Hawkinson, but he got snapped. So we got Kyler. We got the double. Now we need another dome or NFC North. So we could get Shaheed, we could get Goff. And that's it. Or Caleb, I guess. Well, we don't really want Caleb. We'd prefer Goff or Shaheed. Is there a way to recenter the draft line at the top? What do you mean? Yes. The extra creatine take is approved by the good doctor. Also, yes. Yeah, you're only seeing the benefits if you're training really hard. If you're not training really hard, it's a waste of time. All right, do we want Goff with Gibbs? We probably want... We're going to take Shaheed. We're going to do a double New Orleans stack without any knowledge of who their quarterback is. Oh, the scrolling bar thing. Here you go. How's that? Is that better? Yes. Yeah. There we go. Fixed it. Done. So NFC North / domes. Kyler, dome. Whatever. Retractable roof. Jahmyr Gibbs. Caleb Johnson. Marvin Harrison. Jordan Addison. Chris Olave. Jacoby Myers. Rashid Shaheed. And Trey McBride. We're well on our way to fulfilling the mission. Yeah, you sniped me, brother. By the way, everyone in this draft, you're making great pace, and I appreciate you. Live baseball or football weekend content You mean watching sports, brother? Now at the next turn we're maybe going to have some trouble. with this prompt. It might be taking JJ McCarthy early season. That could definitely be something that's about to happen here. Oh yeah. Yeah, not very many people stream on the weekend. Although I might have to stream on Sunday. If I don't finish doing all these big boards, I might have to stream on Sunday afternoon, which would suck. I guess it wouldn't suck, but it is definitely an untapped market. Yeah, streaming on Saturdays and Sundays is definitely an untapped market. That's kind of just true in everything. People just do not stream on Saturday or Sunday because they want to have a weekend. All right, we've got a big group of NFC North and or Dome guys coming up. Now, the question we have to ask ourselves is Ribeyes going to take JJ McCarthy if I don't take him at 123? McCarthy's ADP is 1. Yeah, I'm going to have to take him here. Going to have to snap old McCarthy off right here. It's going to pain me to do it. JJ McCarthy and Jordan Addison. So we've got our NFC North quarterback locked down. What day do I think that the big board is full? It's 89%. I mean, it might get to 90% today. So it's coming. I would say Friday or Saturday, probably. It's definitely it's getting very close. All right, Sharps goes. This dude behind me is auto drafting. Oh, he's not, and he just frickin' took Jordan Mason. All right, there is still another NFC North and or Dome player available for me to take that I'm not blocked by ADP, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to get sniped. Jordan Mason, Dak Prescott. Yes. Tucker Kraft. Our first non-Dome player, but an NFC North player. So we might get that Week 17 Minnesota Green Bay game that it feels like they do every single year. Did I see? I don't think I saw what you're talking about. I do not think that I saw the Tyler Shuck rep at the combine. No person has had met more than enough of another person than I have had of Tyler Shuck. Very over the Tyler Shuck experience. 100%. The key to weight loss is just walking and drafting. Could not be better advice. One of my favorite things to do in life is I grab my phone, put my headphones in, put the walking harness on my golden retriever, step out the door, and we just walk, dude. On Sunday morning, we walked 5 miles on Sunday morning. She was a tired girl when we got home. We walked 3 miles this morning, actually. I skipped cardio. I didn't do the Stairmaster at the gym this morning, and I draft some. 100%. I prefer the stair stepper as well, but now that the weather is nicer out here in the great Midwestern United States, I've just been walking the dog outside instead. I still do probably 4 days a week on the Stairmaster, but it is nice and enjoyable to walk the dog outside. The streets don't lie. Yeah, NFL Sunday morning drafting BRs, walking the dog, so good. Sunday morning walk, so good. All right. not gonna lie, guys. The tricky part of this, I think we're gonna have to go outside of the domes and outside of the NFC North for our running backs. Although there is a dome running back for us to select with this next pick, assuming Ribeyes does not take him. Trey Benson as our running back 3 to add on to the Arizona grouping. My boy, best ball guy, wants me to take Isaiah Nayer. And the answer to am I woke to Isaiah Nayer is wrong. I want to say he went to Alabama. No. Nebraska. Oh, you know what? I am familiar. I am familiar with him because I was betting all the hires on Dylan Raiola. All right, NFC North or Dome. You know what? This is totally cheating, but I'm taking DJ Giddens. Welcome to the team, DJ. He could be drafted by a Dome team. I bet. Oh, are these all the throwaways? By the way, Travis, I know I've said this to you before. Incredible last name. Just the best. Makes me happy every time I see your last name. Travis Kovalchuk. I probably am not going to be doing any NHL playoff stuff. Entirely my own fault. I just ran out of time. I just ran out of time. And we gotta be finishing these big boards. So the team as it stands right now, Kyler Murray, JJ McCarthy, Jahmyr Gibbs, Caleb Johnson, Trey Benson, DJ Giddens, Marvin Harrison, Jordan Addison, Chris Olave, Jacoby Myers, Rashid Shaheed, Trey McBride, and Tucker Kraft. That's pretty good. That's pretty good Dome NFC North. Let's see how many Packers. We got Wicks as a Packer who's left. Vikings, maybe Rondale. Bears, maybe Komet, maybe Roshan. And the Lions, no one. All right, so we're running out. Saints, we got Juwan and Kendre. Cardinals, Michael Wilson-ish. Raiders, Trey Tucker and Geno. Yeah, I heard that is Ilya Kovalchuk's brother. Yeah, that's what the streets are saying. God, I do not want to click Marshawn Lloyd. Did I forget any Dome teams? Oh, Texans. Texans and Colts. I don't think there are any draftable Texans left, are there? Texans, Schultz, Colts, Richardson. People are saying Sion Vaki. I can pretend. Yeah, I can just pretend Giddens is a Texan. Sure, that's easy. Raiders, Saints, Cardinals, Vikings, Cowboys. Tank Dell is not draftable. No, I talked to Spags like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Have not talked to him though. Kovalchuk's NHL contract would have expired. That is very funny. Ribeyes, do not take Dontavian Wicks. I'm begging you. Yeah, there we go. NFC North, brother. Stay woke. Malik Davis. The Texans number 2 is probably not on their roster. I would say right now, it is unlikely at best that the Texans number 2 running back is on their roster. Damian Martinez, good pick from B. Friedman 89, who I think is just auto drafting. The Carolina Panthers feel like they should be in a dome. Like, I know they're not, but I feel like they should be. I guess, do I just take Geno with this next pick? Do I just do Geno? Corum is a dome. Not an AFC North, but a dome. You know what? There's so many quarterbacks left. I'm going to take Corum. A quarterback will probably get back to me. But Corum is a dome player. So I'm going to do Corum. So now our running backs are Jahmyr Gibbs, Caleb Johnson, Trey Benson, DJ Giddens, and Blake Corum. I know the weather is great in Carolina, but it just, I don't know, it feels like all the NFC North or NFC South teams should just be in a dome. Oh, I forgot the Falcons. Ray McLeod. Sure. I'm not going to take Ray McLeod. Cade Stover could definitely score. Cade Stover could definitely score more fantasy points than Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz, a very average National Football League player. All right, what is Isaiah Nayer's deal? Wyoming for 3 years, doesn't play in 2022, transfers to Texas, I'm assuming gets hurt, and then goes to Nebraska. Who was asking about Isaiah Nayer? Isaiah Nayer. Nayer played 3 years at Wyoming, committed to Tennessee, flipped his commitment to Texas, tore his ACL his first season at Texas, enters the transfer portal again, transfers to Nebraska, said he was going to go to Louisville, but then took his name out of the portal. What a fucking weird career. What a weird career for Isaiah Nayer. He is going to turn 24 in June. Wait, was he there when Josh Allen was there? What I make of the Warriors is that the Warriors are favored in their play-in game, and they might even be favored in that series over the Rockets. They are a much better team than the Houston Rockets because the Rockets offense is so brutal. All right. How many more Dome players? How many more NFC North players? Shadur. Man, I'm definitely playing this like Shadur is the quarterback of the Saints, so I got to take him. Shadur to the Saints. So I have the Shadur Olave Shaheed stack. Love to see it. So now we have 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 6 wide receivers, and 2 tight ends. Most of them honestly meet the qualifications of NFC North or of Dome teams, and there's another Dome wide receiver. I am not going to take Brandon Cooks. No. But I'm going to take another Dome receiver. Well, this is crazy value for Io Manor. So I'm going to see if the other Dome guy gets back to me. So Io Manor is wide receiver 7. I don't care if he goes to a Dome or NFC North team or not. That was just big value. Brandon Cooks had 0.89 yards per route run last year. Unbelievable stuff. All right, so we mostly accomplished this. Dome or NFC North teams. The Arizona stuff, I guess if I wanted to really follow it, I would have taken Josh Jacobs or I would have taken DJ Moore at 22. Yeah, he's ready to bounce back. People are saying it more and more about Brandon Cooks. I think this will be a good vibe for this summer. I think what we'll do is every time I stream, the biggest super chat will get to decide the theme of the team. So whoever super chats, you do a $10 super chat and you say, you got to draft 10 white guys, or you got to draft only guys who went to college in the Big 10, or as many players who were born in Florida or something as possible. Lot of ways to go. If the theme is to draft Josh Jacobs, it better be a pretty big super chat. What's your bet for the biggest oh shit moment of the first 2 rounds? I mean, it's got to be Shadur falling, right? The Saints don't take Shadur, and Shadur is just sitting there. His name's at the top of the queue. A.D. Mitchell was the wide receiver I was gonna take, who I thought met the qualifications. And I thought, honestly, maybe there was a chance. You know what? God, you know what? I can't take Kendre Miller, man. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it. I gotta take a rookie. I'm gonna take Jordan James. Too many Saints on one team, brother. Notum just posted in the members only Discord that he thinks I've been shadow banned by YouTube. They were not suggesting my stream to him, and then he clicked over to my live tab and it's not even there. He only noticed I was live because of Twitch. So that is not good. That is bad. That is very bad for my business. Can't really have that. Would be basically no coming back from that. We took a Royal last time. We'll take Mason Taylor. We'll pretend like he goes to an NFC North team. Oh. Damn. So I am legitimately shadow banned right now by YouTube. That is very bad for me. Not gonna lie. That is about as bad as it gets for me. All right, showed up on Dowan's homepage. Wow, Villa goal. Wow, Villa. Holy shit. All right, let's go, Chris. Showed up for Rock. Showed up for Inkle. Nolan redirected from Pete's stream. Wow. Enemy of credulity. That's how I know Mr. Credulity is actually a credible man. He has the notification bell turned on. Yeah. The general YouTube live page. Okay. All right. So I'll explain why I think it could be happening. For whatever reason, hard time finding it for Best Ball Guy. For whatever reason, yesterday's, there we go. Confirming, no notification as usual. Nowhere to be found. For whatever reason, yesterday's stream got age restricted. I don't know what happened. But honestly, I think it was the rap lyrics thing when you guys were like, what rap song could you recite from memory? I think it might have been that. But I looks like I'll have some work to do getting unshadowed. I think as soon as that video, because I put it in an appeals process. I think as long as that video gets age restricted, I think it'll be back. But that is curious. It might have been calling Romeo Dubs a chaperone. This, by the way, means Pete is a good friend. It means Pete redirected to my video automatically, which that means Pete is a good friend and a good guy, which he is. All right, final pick. An NFC North or Dome wide receiver. Boy, do I have a pick for myself. Can have a little bit of Rondale Moore as a treat. God, imagine this PSG. Rondale Moore, come on down. He stinks, but he stinks for us. Yeah, I can't say Wu-Tang Clan anymore. All right. Final team of the NFC North / Dome team. We started out with Jahmyr Gibbs. I took Trey McBride, Dome. Marvin Harrison, Dome. Jordan Addison, Dome and NFC North. Chris Olave, Dome. Jacoby Myers, Dome. Caleb Johnson, rookie, maybe. Kyler Murray for the double stack with Marv and McBride. Dome. Rashid Shaheed, Dome. JJ McCarthy, Dome and NFC North. Tucker Kraft, NFC North. Trey Benson, Dome. DJ Giddens just seems like a player who should play in a dome. Dontavian Wicks, NFC North. Blake Corum, Dome. Shadur, double stack with the Saints guys in a dome. Io Manor, Jordan James, Mason Taylor, and then Rondale Moore in the dome. How many likes for a fourth? I don't know. How many likes do we have on the stream right now? If you guys get to 100, I'll give you a couple minutes to get to 100. If we get to 100, I'll do another one. I will do one more for 100 likes. But you really got to do it. I'm not giving a break. No breaks, all gas. $73. That ain't gonna do it, man. That ain't gonna cut it. What day do you plan on wrapping up? I mean, I would love to be done on Friday morning. Mattek and a bunch of badges. Thought to myself, I could. Did you push Burrow? Nope. JG88 snapped him off. Did he even take Gesicki? He did take Gesicki. He took Gesicki and Yoshi. Do you think there's a random year to break out that's going to... I mean, that's always how it goes. Kareem Hunt last year. Kareem Hunt was drafted on 88 teams. Rock one. If we do another one, everyone better draft goddamn fast. 2, I'm only doing it if we get to 100 likes. I am happy to leave you guys waiting. We're at 81 right now. So I am happy. I will give you guys a minute. I am going to go pee and we can see. All right, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Refreshing the window. 87. Next up, we're gonna have like a 4-minute interstitial. We're gonna have this one.
The Davis Mattek YouTube channel is made possible by viewers like you. Every subscriber, memby, and super chat goes to ensuring Davis doesn't have to work at State Farm. Thank you.
There's 141 people watching, and only 2 of you are on Twitch. And we're at 86. I don't think it's happening, brother. I don't think I'm just gonna say, brother, I don't think we're getting there. And that's okay. That's okay. How many do we have left? I've got 12 left. Hey man, 2 people on Twitch. That ain't nothing. I think the issue is a lot of people actually watch these streams on delay, so they don't even get there. Where because if you watch on delay, obviously you have no idea what I'm saying. God, I can't believe PSG really might choke this up. Yeah, that's the thing. If I do want to be done Friday morning, well, I will do. All right. How many do we have? You know what? We got in the 90s. I'll do another one if everyone in it promises to draft as fast as they can possibly draft. Can we do a 20-minute? Can we draft as fast as possible? If we can draft as fast as possible, I will do it. But everyone better frickin' burn. Polak, RD, FF, Foster 3X, Money Raider, Voodoo Hang, Hamlin Motorsports, Sladen, Tanner Borand, Sawyer Carlson, Dr. One the Professor, and Reed Holsizer. This better be the fastest you've ever drafted in your life. All right, David, you're at the 11. You're ready to draft fast, brother. A little speck on my... All right. Are we going to do a theme in this one? All right, this is big board 138 of 150. I want us setting land speed records. I'm up. I'm taking Barkley. Barkley at 3. Land speed records, you hear me? Dev said it's too fast. All right, SEC players only. Okay. I will do as many. How about can I do this? Can I do SEC plus any player who's been to the University of Oklahoma? SEC plus University of Oklahoma. That is my goal in this one. I think it is perfectly reasonable to pull Gibbs up to the 101. Well, all right, we did already ruin it. I would have had to have taken shit, I guess I would have had to have taken CD to meet either one of those. Not in my mind, they're not. Oklahoma's not in the SEC in my mind. All right, my boy best ball guy says this is the shipper. Gibbs would have worked, yeah. All right, I'll do Big Ten. I'll do Big Ten. I'll do Big Ten plus Oklahoma, right? All Big Ten plus University of Oklahoma players. There's not even that many. All right, yes, we're doing all all Big Ten plus University of Oklahoma, and that is just because I like. Oh no. The 10 hole is auto drafting. That's fine. We can overcome. We don't need it. We don't need it. All right, Big Ten. So I'm gonna want Jonathan Taylor. McBride went to Colorado State. Lucky went to Oregon, so technically that counts. He went to Clemson. That does not count. So it's JT or Bucky here. Oh, shit. I don't know who to take. None of these guys are Big Ten guys. Fuck. I'm taking DJ Moore. None of those guys were big. There were no Big Ten guys at all. Oh, DJ Moore went to Maryland. They're Big Ten now, right? Or they're ACC. They're ACC. Marv is Big Ten. Jacobs was Bama. JSN is Ohio State. I'm gonna flip the board with Marv though. Damn, RDF is auto drafting too, I think. All right. Who are my... Oh, there we go. Maryland Big Ten. All right, it counts. Okay, so who are my 4-5 turn Big Tens? 4-5 turn Big Tens. Devonta went to Bama. Jamo went to Bama and Ohio State. Zay Flowers went to Boston College, so Zay Flowers counts. Jalen Hurts counts. Rome, Kittle counts. Sutton went to SMU. Jordan Addison went to USC. So USC technically counts, right? USC technically counts. Real ones, no, I'm never taking Terry McLaurin. Olave was Ohio State. This just turns into a fucking Ohio State team. Yeah, Addison counts. Godwin counts. Mixon went to OU. All right, so DJ Moore did count. I knew I wasn't tripping. I knew I didn't make that up in my head. Caleb Johnson. Yeah, Oregon. Oregon counts. Yeah, ACC is gone though. ACC is no more in football, right? They're all Big Ten. They're all Big Ten now. Yeah, it's not going to be a record speed draft. Everyone who is not auto drafting is going to draft fast though. But this dude Sawyer Carlson is slowing us down. Yeah, Rome. Whoa, is Washington Big Ten? Yeah, Pac-12 is gone. ACC is still there. Well, what is Maryland at for football? Maryland is Big Ten. Okay, so Maryland's fine. Chase Brown, Illinois. Yeah, Chase Brown would have counted. Hurts counts for Oklahoma, which I said was allowed. Flowers. Washington. Yeah, Washington is in the Big Ten. I know. In a larger sense, this is about knowing what the. I thought Boston College. The ACC is confusing me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The ACC barely makes any sense to me. Washington definitely does count though, so I'm taking Rome. That they are just straight up a Big Ten school, so I'm taking Rome. Caleb counts for both the University of Oklahoma and the Big Ten. All right, we'll do Addison because obviously his quarterback counts too for Big Ten. Need a team with only 500-pound squatters. God, is Stanford in the ACC? That can't possibly be right. Is Stanford in the ACC? Stanford, I mean, that is the biggest joke I've ever heard. Stanford being in the ACC. Yeah, Judkins was Ole Miss. All right, so Barkley, Penn State, DJ Moore, Maryland, Marvin Harrison, Ohio State, Roma Dunze, Washington, Jordan Addison, USC. SMU, Stanford, and Cal. I mean, this is basically the biggest joke of all time. Yeah, Godwin, Penn State. Honestly, Chris Godwin has been in the NFL so long, I forgot which school he went to. Yeah, SEC is the only one that makes any sense geographically. Igbuka, Golden counts, or not Golden. No, sorry, not Golden. Jennings went to Tennessee. Waddle went to Bama. Burden went to Mizzou. Pearsall went to Arizona State and Florida. Pickens is Georgia. Jaden Reed counts. That's Michigan State. Even with auto drafters, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good speed wise, even with the auto drafters. So Caleb counts for USC and Oklahoma. Kyler counts for Oklahoma, and McCarthy counts for Big Ten. Yeah, Debo's South Carolina though. Debo's South Carolina. Debo does not count. South Carolina's SEC. Judkins, Ohio State. Laporta, Iowa. Laporta would actually be nutted. Oh, Tyler Warren, too. Hawkinson, too. Oh, shit. What do I do? There are no good ones here. Tyrone Tracy, Purdue. Tyrone Tracy went to Purdue. It's probably my first Tyrone Tracy team. That literally might be the first time I've taken Tyrone Tracy. Getting sniped on Big Ten guys. You hate to see it. Well, we're all having fun here. Connor went to Pitt. That's ACC. Najee went to Bama. Jacoby Myers went to North Carolina State. Shakir went to Boise. I'm going to have to freaking take Igbuka here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to take Igbuka. Emeka Igbuka, Ohio State. Ohio State University. All right, so Purdue, Penn State, Maryland, Ohio State, Washington, USC, Ohio State. We're chilling. This one will be really funny to look at. Like, imagine that this is one of my teams that get to the finals, and I was like, wait, dude, I took Tracy at pick 70. Now, for the rookies, this one is easier, right? So for the rookies, I'll just be able to look at the Big Ten teams. So we'll go, let me click on Ohio State, Big Ten. So the teams that I can pick rookies from: Oregon, Indiana, Penn State, Ohio State, Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Rutgers, USC, Washington, Nebraska, Michigan State, UCLA, Wisconsin, Northwestern, Maryland, and Purdue. Isn't that so funny? Yeah, Washington and USC, just classic, powerhouse Big Ten schools. Yeah, Tracy also went to Iowa, double Big Ten points. Could have been a Chase Brown team, true. I miss the Pac-12 After Dark. Mountain West After Dark is as good as it gets now. All right. So Caleb and Kyler both count. Aaron Jones went to UTEP. Jalen Warren went to Oklahoma State. TJ Hawkinson I can take. He's not going to get to me, but I can. Bo Nix went to Oregon. Mark Andrews went to Oklahoma, so he counts. Pollard went to Memphis, so he doesn't count. Jonnu went to Bama? Is that right? That's not right. Jonnu Smith went to Florida International. I don't know why I thought Bama. FIU. Downs went to North Carolina. Christian Kirk? It's been long enough. I forget where Christian Kirk went. He went to Texas A&M, right? Yes. Okay, Texas A&M. Shaheed, no idea. Tyler Warren, Penn State. Travis Kelce, Cincinnati. Cooper Kupp, Eastern Washington. Mooney, I don't know. Where did Mooney go to college? Darnell Mooney went to Tulane. Marvin Williams went to Oklahoma. Jalen McMillan went to Washington. All right. So this is probably going to be my quarterback picks here. Kyler Murray as my first pick. And then I can take Bo Nix. Goff went to Cal, which doesn't count. Sharp is double Big Ten. That's true. Irv Smith went to Bama. That is exactly who I confused him with. Funny that you knew inside my brain enough to know that. So I'm fine with either. Oh no, my boy Josh Dombrowski, brother, holding up the room. I took both Chicago wide receivers, so I definitely want Caleb here. Come on, RDF. You're killing me. We were supposed to break the land speed record. We're not breaking no records, brother. RDF's probably like, why does this guy next to me keep taking these weirdo teams? All right, so we got Caleb. That's our Big Ten and University of Oklahoma hybrid. How many big boards? I'll have 11. I'll have 11 left after this. All right, so for the next pick, Warren is Big Ten. ETN is Clemson. Kelsey, Cincinnati. Where did Shaheed go to school? Shaheed. Definitely, he was a small school guy. I'm not counting OU as Big Ten. I just want to take Big Ten players. Or not, I just want to take Oklahoma players. Hollywood counts for this exercise. Let me tell you, dude, I'm running out of tight ends, though. Evan Ingram, no. He went to Ole Miss. Loveland counts. Where did Jake Ferguson go? I want to say Jake Ferguson went to Wisconsin. Is that right? Yes, Jake Ferguson did go to Wisconsin, so Jake Ferguson counts. Can we count Notre Dame as, isn't Notre Dame basically honorary Big Ten, don't you think? Jake Butt. I remember Jake Butt. All right, Notre Dame. Yes, but Notre Dame is honorary Big Ten. AJ Barner. What other tight ends can I take? Brenton Strange. I can take Brenton Strange. I can take Freiermuth. Where did Zach Ertz go to college? I have no idea where Zach Ertz went to college. Stanford. Why not? Gesicki's Penn State. Hunter Henry. I forget. It's just funny, the guys I do remember and the guys I remember. Arkansas for Hunter Henry. Cade Otton went to Washington, which counts. Ja'Tavion Sanders counts. Juwan Johnson counts. Oregon. All right, we're up. Gotta take Hollywood, I guess. No, Loveland. Loveland is the more important. Need a tight end. Loveland, bang. All right, I'm running out of Big Ten running backs too. Big Ten running backs, not Bigsby. Where did Jordan? Not Jordan Mason. Not DeAndre Swift. Right, Swift went to Georgia. Not Tootin. Not Benson. Not Javonte. Not Devin Neal. Not Guerrero. Not Giddens. Not Harvey. Shit. This might have been poor sighted at running back. Corum, Dobbins. Oh no. Oh no, man. This might have been short sighted at running back. Fuck. Oh God. All right, I'm taking Tootin. I just was running out the clock. I earned myself. Well, I think that would have been yeah, Jordan James. I needed a running back and I didn't want stone zeros. And for double qualification guys, I should be allowed to get an extra spot. I think someone said that. So Caleb is a double qualifier. Tracy is a double qualifier. Yeah. I'm gonna give myself that one. No. All right, more running backs though. I need to star these running backs. Spears went to Tulane. Not Ray Davis. Not Rashad White. Braylon Allen. Dobbins. Ford went to Cincinnati. Rico Dotto went to South Carolina. Jalen Wright went to Tennessee. Tyler Algier went to BYU. Damian Martinez went to Florida. Did he transfer from a Big Ten school? Where did Damian Martinez transfer? Oh, he transferred from Oregon State. Corum counts. Justice Hill went to Oklahoma State. Elijah Mitchell went to like Louisville or something. Kareem Hunt went to Toledo. Kendra Miller was TCU. Shipley was Clemson. Jaydon Blue counts. Sean Tucker went to Syracuse. Jordan James counts. Not Devin Singletary. Mostert counts. Mostert went to IUPUI. No, he just went to straight Purdue. Kyler connected to Lincoln Riley. No, I said I allowed Oklahoma players. I could be allowed Pac-12 guys. I need to change the source coding in the sidekick to only recommend Big Ten players. Can I turn a button in the sidekick to only allow Big Ten players? This was harder than I thought. SEC would be a lot easier than Big Ten, by the way. SEC would be much, much easier. Or, you know what would be a fun one? A fun one would be no or as many non-Power 5 players as possible. Yes, Ross Barkley is on Villa. Marshawn Lloyd, USC. Yeah, I guess technically he would count. Trey Benson went to Florida State. That's no good. Oh man. Gotta be honest, guys. This is not gonna work at running back. This is gonna work everywhere but at running back. Everything else is gonna sort itself out. Thielen, Wicks, Quentin Johnston, Leggett, Knoll, Io Manor, Coker, Tillman. These wide receivers are not working either. All right, I'm giving myself another freebie, and I'm going to take RJ Harvey. Gave myself another freebie. Mullings. Oh, Trey Benson played a year at Oregon. Trey Benson played... Shit. I should have... Okay. Trey Benson did play a year at Oregon. I know. USC being in the Big Ten is fake. All right, I need a wide receiver. Wandale went to Nebraska. Nebraska counts. Nebraska counts. Dobbins. You know what? I have to take Dobbins. No, I need a wide receiver. I need a wide receiver terribly bad. Nebraska. Kyle Williams counts too, right? Kyle Williams. Washington State. No, Washington State's not Big Ten. It's just Washington. Washington State is independent. Man. All right, I'm taking Wandale because I got to regroup. But Wandale counts. This team is not that good. Yeah, Washington State, one of the 2 Pac-12 teams left. Alec Pierce went to Cincinnati. Mike Williams went to Clemson. Amari Cooper went to Bama. I guess Bond counts. Clemson, Stanford, Virginia Tech, Tennessee. Where did Adam Thielen go to college? No clue. Adam Thielen. Oh, Minnesota State Mankato. De'Ami Brown. I don't know that one. Darius Slayton. Where'd Darius Slayton go to college? Oh no, what is Mr. Raider doing? Where is he? Money Raider. He's jamming all the rookies, bro. He don't care about nothing. Yeah, De'Ami, UNC. That's right. Yeah, Minnesota State Mankato. If you're a satellite school of a Big Ten team, that feels like it should count. Slayton went to Auburn. Okay. So that is not helpful. Basically, it's the Ohio State guys are bust. Tutu went to Louisville. Turpin went to TCU. Running out of room, boys. Third quarterback, Bama. Cam Ward played at Washington State and Florida. Richardson played at Florida. Darnold played at USC. Rogers played at Cal. Russell Wilson played at Wisconsin. Joe Flacco played for Delaware. Kirk Cousins played for Michigan State. Monungai, I guess theoretically counts. Oh, this team is probably not going to win the big board, but it would be really goddamn funny if it did. Stoppage time for Villa. What's the expected goals? Not that great. 2.1 to 1.70. All right. So I can take Freiermuth or Strange. Probably take both of them. You always know if you're doing Big Ten, you're going to be fined at tight end. So we'll do Strange, and we'll do Freiermuth. All right. Patty F for the Penn State vibes. Oh, Fant. Yeah, Fant would be a good one. I just am running out of guys to pick, though. Tough scenes. Yeah, all Big Ten is, yes, Stover. All right. I'm glad my Villa boys gave it their best go. Can't be mad about it. It is what it is. All right. The team is Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams, Saquon Barkley, Tyrone Tracy, Bashal Tutin, RJ Harvey, DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, Rome Odunze, Jordan Addison, Emeka Egbuka, Wandale Robinson, Colston Loveland, Brenton Strange, and Pat Freiermuth. I'm gonna have to find some scrolls at wide receiver. So what are the scrolls? Michael Wilson went to Stanford. Yoshivas went to Yale. Troy Franklin counts. I don't remember where MVS went. Did MVS go to a Big Ten school? Marquez Valdez Scantling went to NC State in South Florida. Vele, no. Demarcus Robinson went to Florida. Jalen Naylor went to Michigan State. Parker Washington went to Penn State. Calvin Austin went to Memphis. Malachi Corley went to Western Kentucky. Jalen Polk counts. He's at Washington. Oh my God. You guys got to help me at wide receiver. Yeah, wide receiver is a wasteland. Forklift shit. My God, man. My dude was out here getting his hands dirty while I'm trying to remember. Roman Wilson. Yeah, Roman Wilson is mandatory. Yes, easy scroll. Even this exercise is not going to make me click Jahan Dotson, brother. Torrey Horton is Colorado State. Did he transfer from somewhere? Dude, this guy, are you kidding me? I got freaking sniped. I got sniped on Braylon Allen in a Big Ten draft? How dare that happen to me? I mean, that is so that is unconscionable, brother. Listen, Voodoo Hang, you should feel bad for what you just did to me, bro. That is unkind, honestly, to say the absolute least. Terrible, man. Hate that, dude. I can't believe how bad I'm tilting. All right, Jordan James. I need to add Roman Wilson into this list. Ooh, what a dark list that is. Any list that Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins and Isaiah Bond are on. The Big 12 is a fake society. Or the Big 10 is a fake society. That's what I learned doing this draft. On the positive note, though, we don't have that many more left to do. We have 11 more left to do. We're gonna be cutting it close. I'm gonna have to stream long tomorrow. I'm gonna have to send a message to Liam and let him know that I have to do more than 2 tomorrow, and so see what he wants to do about that. Cause I'm not gonna be able to. I'm probably gonna have to do like 5 tomorrow. And I also need to message Mr. Lan Larison and see when he wants to do the take cast. All right. Communication to Mr. Larison has been sent. We'll see if he wants to come on the take cast or not. Can I take FCS players? Can FCS players be allowed for this? Because if you could take FCS players, Will Howard. Will Howard. Yes, Will Howard. Tyler Shuck. Surely, I mean, Tyler Shuck has to qualify. He played at Oregon. They weren't a Big Ten school then, but he did play at Oregon. Maybe this will be my very first Tyler Shuck team. And Lord knows I am sucking for Shuck. No doubt about that here. All right, I'm adding for the first time this offseason, I'm adding Will Howard to the queue. Graham Mertz. God, is Graham Mertz? Man, Graham Mertz is in the underdog player pool. What a time to be alive. Did I add Roman Wilson? Yeah, okay, I did. All right. This is not my best team of all time. You know, if I could go back, I would do there's not even another wide receiver to take. I was going to say I'd do Igbuka over Tracy and then take another one, but there's not even another Big Ten Oh, Curtis Samuel counts. Yeah. Yeah, Curtis Samuel does count. All right, I'm going to do Troy Franklin. Curtis Samuel. He went to Ohio State. Yeah, technically Curtis Samuel counts. You have a good day too, man. Hope you have a great evening. You guys are not going to make me take Tez Johnson. I'll tell you what. You sure are not going to make me take Tez Johnson. All right. So I either have to take Russell Wilson from Wisconsin or Will Howard. I'm probably going to take Russell Wilson. I'm gonna keep it real. I probably am about to take Russell Wilson for the first time all year. All right, Russell Wilson. Sure. I guess I do have Wandale, so it is a stack. All right, Russell Wilson and Curtis Samuel. So, Rattler, Oklahoma. Gabriel, true. Could have taken Theo. All right, this is the team. Kyler Murray, Oklahoma. Caleb Williams, Oklahoma and USC. Russell Wilson, Wisconsin. Saquon Barkley, Penn State. Tyrone Tracy, Iowa and Purdue. Bayshell Tootin and RJ Harvey were my wild cards. Jaydon Blue, Texas. SEC. No. Fuck, why did I take Jaydon Blue? Reed, you can take... What was I doing? You guys didn't stop me? I didn't mean to take Jaydon Blue. God. Ugh. Okay. Well, disregard Jaydon Blue. Jordan James, Oregon. DJ Moore, Maryland. Marvin Harrison, Ohio State. Roma Dunze, Washington. Jordan Addison, USC. Emeka Egbuka, Ohio State. Wandale Robinson, Nebraska. Troy Franklin, Oregon. Colston Loveland, Michigan. Brenton Strange, Penn State. Pat Fryermuth, Penn State. Yeah, I did. I tilt took him. I did. I was absolutely tilting. Yes. Yeah. Oh God. That was the worst pick. The Jaydon, yes. Maryland was Big Ten the time that DJ Moore was there. DJ Moore left in 2017, and Maryland in 2017 was in the Big Ten. As Benny says, Jaydon Blue kind of rhymes with Maize and Blue. So there we go. We have created the most tenuous of connections. I will not take Cornelius Johnson. I will take Russell Wilson, but I'm not taking Cornelius Johnson. Nothing like burning $10 on probably a demonetized YouTube video to take Big Ten players because Saquon Barkley happened to be my first pick. All right. Keandre Lambert-Smith. People will draft anybody out here. Roman Wilson, the University of Michigan, represent. That's it, boys. We did it. Big Ten team drafted. Done. You guys didn't get to the requisite number of likes, but that's okay. You know what? I still love you guys anyway. Had a great time drafting with you today. We did get to 98 likes, so you just about got there. Yeah, the vibes generated were priceless. Make sure on your way out to like the video. Please be subscribed to the channel. Tell a friend about the channel. And I will see you guys all back tomorrow. Have a great day, great night. See you soon.
It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson,